everyone. Today I am going to deal with elasticity. The picture itself a very good example of elasticity. This is in bungee jumping. Bungee jumping utilizes a long elastic strap which stretches until it reaches to a maximum length which will be proportional to the weight of the jumper. The elasticity of the strap determines the amplitude of the resulting vibrations. If the elastic limit for the strap is exceeded, the rope will break. Now we'll see some of the properties of matter, elastic properties of matter. Initially, we'll see what is elastic body. Elastic body is a body that returns to its original shape and size after a deformation. You can see three of the examples over here. One is golf ball, another is rubber band, and one more is soccer ball. The very well known example is rubber band. You can elongate your rubber band, and when it is released, it comes to its original shape and size. This is very well known to all. Another is soccer ball. One more is golf ball. If these ball is struck, little bit change in their shape occurs. But when the force is removed, it regains to its original shape and size. One more elastic property, or we can say inelastic body, it does not retain to its original shape or size after the removal of deformation force. Here we can observe two of the example. One is the dough or bread, another is a clay. If suppose we made a bread of square shape, okay, bread is ready, and after that if you want to change its shape into round, so it's not possible. It cannot be regained to its original shape and size, isn't it? Another thing is, if clay is used to make such a model shown in the figure, and the model became ready, it get dried, then this clay cannot be come to its original shape and size. Some of the definition which are very important to understand elasticity is stress. Stress is the ratio of an applied force F to the area A over which it acts, and it can be written as stress is equal to F by A. The unit for stress is Newton per meter square or Pascal. Another important definition is strain. Strain is the relative change in the dimensions or shape of a body as the result of an applied stress. And stress can be written as strain is equal to change in dimension per unit original dimension. If you are dealing with a long substance with length, then we can write change in length per unit original length. If we are dealing with volume, then change in volume per unit volume. Now we'll see what is elastic limit. Elastic limit is a maximum stress a body can experience without becoming permanently deformed. Suppose here I have a wire of 2 meter length, okay, and I have added some weight to this wire, as we see here. Some weight is applied, so the length of this wire get extended, isn't it? Then what I have done? I have added more amount of weight over here. So again this wire, length of the wire increases, isn't it? And if the stress exceeds the elastic limit, the final length will be longer than the original length, that is 2 meters. What I want to tell you is, if the elastic limit is exceeded, this wire will not come back to its original shape and size, and its elongated length will be more than 2 meters. Okay? Beyond the limit, it breaks. Now we'll see longitudinal stress and longitudinal strain. Suppose we have a wire of length L, and this is the cross-sectional area of this wire, suppose. And if the force is applied to it for wires or rods or bars, there is a longitudinal stress F by A that produces a change in length per unit length. In such cases, stress will be F by A and strain will be del L by L. Now we'll see volume stress and volume strain. Volume strain is defined as the ratio of change in volume to original volume. So we can write volume stress is equal to F by A. Okay, and it will have a unit, that is Pascal or Newton per meter square. Volume strain is defined as external force applied per unit area. So volume strain can be written as del V by V. Now we'll see what is shearing stress and shearing strain. A shearing stress alters only the shape of the body, leaving the volume unchanged. For example, see, we have a cube, and here we are considering equal and opposite shearing force F acting on the cube. Okay, so whatever amount of force is applied in this direction, a little bit shifted. Only a shift is observed here. At an angle phi, the length of the cube is as it was, and the change in shift is denoted by D when the force F is applied. So what we can say, the shearing force F produces a shearing angle phi. The angle phi is the strain and the stress is given by F by A, as we have seen in the earlier case. Now what is the elastic limit? The elastic limit is the maximum stress a body can experience without becoming permanently deformed. After this limit, it becomes permanently deformed and it cannot be comes back to its original shape and size. Similarly, we'll study the ultimate strength. What is ultimate strength? It is the greatest, or we can say a maximum stress a body can experience without breaking or rupturing. Now we'll see what is elastic fatigue. While investing, the rate of decay of torsional vibration of wire. Or we can say, if we have a long wire and we are using it for very longer time, it is found that the vibration decayed much sooner if the wire is kept vibrating for a long enough time. And if the wire is quite fresh, as though on vibrating continuous, it gets tired or fatigued and find it difficult to continue vibrating. This phenomena is called elastic fatigue. Or in simple words, we can say, if you have a very used wire and that used wire you are using in a torsional pendulum and vibrations are given to it, these vibrations decayed much sooner as compared to that of the new or fresh wire. Okay, if the wire is fresh, you will get more and more vibration, but if the wire is very much used, then the vibration decayed very soon, and this phenomena is called elastic fatigue. To understand ultimate strength, we have this diagram. Here we can see a 2 meter length wire is there. Some force is applied to this. Okay, the length of the wire get elongated. If again some more weight is applied, again it's get elongated. But if we go on increasing, it will break at some time, and if the stress exceeds the ultimate strength, the string breaks.